heaps more massive news for the cryptocurrency industry. I've got big Bitcoin news for you. I got big Binance news for you. I got big Polygon news for you and tons of big NFT news today. My name's Lark. Every day I make videos talking about cryptocurrency investing. So if that's something you like to learn about, then you should definitely tap on that thumbs up button for the YouTube algorithm, just to let YouTube and me know that you do appreciate this kind of content. By the way, real quick before we dive into the news, if you haven't got your unstoppable domain net, then you need to check this out. These are NFT-based domain names. So you can get your personal domain, johnsmith.bitcoin, and then you can give that out to people and they can send Bitcoin or Ethereum or whatever else to that domain address. Or you can go out and get beer.nft and try to flip that in the future for more money. Either way you want to play it, link down below where you can get your NFT. Now, let's talk about Bitcoin. First, I just want to share a quick chart with you. We're not going to do any real chart analysis stuff today. Just a quick chart. Bitcoin, it is still boring. In case you hadn't noticed, you're boring, Bitcoin, you're boring. Currently hanging out above support here, which is nice. Obviously good to be above support. We did have a little bit of a today, but we have not actually come back down to even test that support around $40,000 yet. Coming up close, obviously, to our big downtrend line right here. Still obviously ages away from either of the key moving averages that we want to see the price trading back above. So yeah, we're just waiting for Bitcoin to break out of this slump that it's currently in. Not very much exciting price action-wise happening for the cryptocurrency markets. Okay, now let's go ahead and get into the Bitcoin news. First off, we have some mortgage-related news, which I think is just absolutely massive. So mortgage lender Milo to let Bitcoin holders buy real estate with no dollar down deposits. Basically what they're letting you do, you bring in your Bitcoin to use your Bitcoin as collateral without having to sell your Bitcoin. So this is obviously super awesome. I think the crossover between seeing crypto and particularly the property markets coming together is going to be massive. I think when we start having the ability to use crypto to buy or to use as collateral in a much broader sense for properties, it's going to be freaking massive. Obviously, for me, I don't plan on selling my Bitcoin at any point in the near future, at least, let alone the future necessarily. But if I was to use my Bitcoin for something, look, I do currently use my Bitcoin for things. I use my Bitcoin, for example, in convex finance to do yield farming with, which is pretty sweet. I got some of my Bitcoin over in Celsius, earning more Bitcoin, also pretty gosh darn sweet. But I could definitely see using some Bitcoin to buy property at some point in the future, or using Bitcoin, particularly attractive, as collateral to buy some rental properties, for example. So you get properties, you diversify your portfolio away from the crypto industry, you create cash income from your rental properties, basically winning all around. So very, very cool story here. Another Bitcoin story for you. Intel, the chip maker, they are set to reveal energy efficient Bitcoin mining chip. So apparently it's an ultra low voltage Bitcoin mining chip, which is obviously a good thing because we want to see less power being used by the Bitcoin mining industry. Awesome to see Intel getting into the Bitcoin mining chip game. We've seen a lot of the big companies like Samsung, for example, get into the Bitcoin mining chip game. But really cool to see Intel getting on board here. Obviously, the Bitcoin mining industry is freaking massive, so it's a good business play for them. They're a chip maker, so it's a logical step for them to move in this direction. But very cool, nevertheless, to see such a brand name chip maker wading into the business here. Now let's move on to Polygon news. So Polygon has activated EIP 1559. So, right now, this upgrade is estimated to burn 0.27% of the total Matic supply every year. Not a massive amount by any means, but still burning, still burning. So this upgrade, what it does, very similar to what happened on Ethereum, Basically, every transaction is going to burn a little bit of Matic, which is a good thing. That means over time, the supply of Matic will slowly trend down. Now, as the adoption rates of Polygon pick up, we might see the estimated 0.27% go up to 0.5% or maybe 1% of the total supply every year. That would be crazy, man. We are seeing Polygon absolutely explode in terms of lots of metrics. We have very high total value locked in DeFi. We have daily active user addresses, very high. Total daily transactions, like 3 million or something right now on Polygon. So if we continue to bring those numbers up as we see more people come into gaming and DeFi and metaverse and all this stuff on Polygon, that number may go up over time. So this is a positive development, a positive upgrade for the future of Polygon and the future price potential of the Matic asset. Anyway, let's talk about NFTs. NFTs. You know, NFTs have been going crazy again, and I'm not surprised, to be honest. I really, really think that for most people, NFTs are probably going to be their gateway drug into crypto. It's going to be how they download a wallet for the first time. It's going to be why they buy Matic tokens or BINANCE tokens or Solana tokens or Ethereum tokens or whatever else for the first time, because they need to do a transaction to sell the NFT or to claim the NFT or whatever it might be. Obviously, that's why we see a lot of adoption happening on chains like Polygon, because you can actually go and claim your NFT, sell your NFT, move your NFT for fractions of a penny, versus those three actions probably costing $200 on Ethereum on a good day, more on a bad day, because Ethereum, it's what's going on right now. But we're seeing massive NFT adoption happening, and I think it's just a fantastic thing because it's going to bring so many people into crypto. Here we go. NFT platform OpenSea hit a record $3.5 billion monthly volume. That is massive. Absolutely. And we're not done with the month yet. In case you hadn't noticed, January is not yet finished. So they've already hit the record 10 days ahead, 11, 12 days ahead, I guess, almost, of the month ending. Massive news. $3.5 billion on OpenSea. That's a lot of JPEGs changing hands right there, guys. That's crazy. We also see OpenSea passing 1 million active user wallets. That is very, very big. Now you have to remember, OpenSea also works, for example, with Polygon. So we're seeing a lot of interest in NFTs for Polygon on OpenSea, because again, you can actually buy and sell those NFTs without having to pay absurd fees in gas. Although top collections like Bored Ape Yacht Club, for example, yeah, people are paying crazy fees. But here's the deal: if you can afford a Bored Ape, which they're probably worth, I don't know, $400,000 or $500,000 at a minimum right now, then you can afford to pay the gas fees. So, keep that in perspective. If you can afford to spend a couple $100,000 on a picture of a monkey, you got money to afford to pay $100 or whatever to buy that on OpenSea. But for all the regular people, thank gosh we have Polygon, where you can now work with OpenSea as well. And obviously 1 million active user wallets. Massive growth for OpenSea. Coinbase NFT marketplace is going to support MasterCard payments. Also massive. Now, Coinbase, when they announced their NFT marketplace, they got like 1 million people on the wait list within like a day or two. It was really impressive, which obviously was more people than had ever used OpenSea before. Now, obviously, OpenSea's crossed over 1 million. Coinbase, though, still has 30, 40, 50 million customers, whatever the heck they have. Massive amount of people who use Coinbase. Now what they're trying to do, by teaming up with MasterCard for payments here, they are trying to make NFTs go even more mainstream by reducing friction. So basically people will just be able to come in, swipe their credit card, get their ridiculously overpriced picture of a monkey, just like that, nice and easy. Very quick way to onboard users instead of having to go into Coinbase, buy your Ethereum or whatever else, or buy your USDC, and then go over, it takes a few steps away. Just come in, swipe that credit card, get yourself a JPEG. I love it. I love it. Very good story for adoption. And yes, we are going to see mass adoption of NFTs happening this decade. The thing you have to understand about NFTs, it's really important. We are just a tiny fraction. Look at all the NFT stories, look at all the stuff that's happening. But NFTs as an asset class, they're only worth like $12, $15 billion, something like that, right? The entire cryptocurrency industry, all the tokens and coins and stuff together, $2.4 trillion. It's a big difference. NFTs are still just babies. A lot of room to go for the entire NFT space. So it's going to be very, very big, much bigger than it is right now. If you think you're tired of hearing about NFTs now, wait till 2030, wait till 2025. NFTs are going to be everywhere. It's going to be crazy. Also, last story to share with you here today, Animoca Brands has led an $8 million funding round for NFT platform built on Solana called Burnt Finance. Now, Burnt Finance is one that we have mentioned here on the channel before. It's one that we'll mention again here on the channel too. Burnt Finance, launched by the people behind Injective Protocol. We see them coming out with their NFT platform on Solana. Now, currently, Solana has been a very hot destination for people to buy and sell NFTs because, again, the fees are super, super low. We've seen a lot of interesting NFT collections come out on Solana, like Rory, for example, or the Gecko collection. Stuff like this has done very, very well for early investors. I think we'll see a lot of other great collections coming out. And we're starting to see a lot of platforms launching to try and cater to the growing NFT market on Solana. Well, Burnt Finance is one of those, and it's definitely one to keep your eye on. They've actually just opened up to the public as well, so you can now go over to Burnt Finance and buy and sell NFTs on their platform, which is obviously a very, very cool thing. So exciting time for NFTs, for Burnt Finance, for Solana. Lots going on right now in the crypto space overall. But man, NFTs, I know they're kind of crazy. I mean, come on. People are buying pictures of monkeys for hundreds of thousands of dollars. But at the same time, it's pretty cool. It's pretty cool. I do like NFTs. I like the ones that I have, and I'm sure you guys probably like the ones that you have, if of course you are buying NFTs. But your question for today, do you own any NFTs? And if so, what NFTs do you own? Let me know down below in the comment section. Thanks so much for watching today's video, and peace out till next time.